Joe Dixon is here and Joe Rocha. And Joe thought I was Jewish until this minute.
We both thought you were Jewish.
That's right.
Because you don't get paid for this.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
And Joey takes the punchline. You son of a... Well, you do the Jewish hour, don't you? That's why I thought...
I'm going to need your help. I'll tell you what happened.
Absolutely.
Pat Cooper is being roasted.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, in October. And they have me on the dais, and I don't have any material for that.
Right.
But, one of the things that's bad is the young comics roasting Pat Cooper is probably not good. Because they screwed up the last one. The Flavor Flav thing.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I mean that was an incredible debauchery.
That was brutal.
Yeah, and I think the Comedy Central is trying to get younger comics,
absolutely,
to get the younger audience. But Pat Cooper is a legend, like Jackie Mason. These are one of a kind. There's only a few of these guys who are still doing it and making you laugh that way.
That's right.
So I want to be on the dais, and I want to say things that are a little bit edgy, but still stay within
bounds.
Within bounds, yeah. And the worst of them ones was the one I saw with William Shatner and Lisa Lampanelli. Lisa's going to be roasting Pat.
Sure.
So I hope this is a little different experience. But that one with Shatner, did you see that one?
Sure, I saw that one as well.
Did you like that one?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Who
was the guy from Star Trek who was the gay guy?
Oh, Sulu.
Yeah, that was
George Takei.
That was
George
real
Takei,
raw. Wasn't that raw? Or is it just my age?
It's both, really. I mean,
thanks.
Well, I feel it. I mean, I'm younger by several eons than you. And by the way, this is my last appearance on the show.
Yeah.
And
last week was.
That's right. You know what? I don't even think. For me, it's not a matter of taste. I don't mind watching humor. It's just no one even attempts to be witty. Really, it's just like how.
How mean can you be? Yeah.
Which is funny, but again, can it somehow, like a guy like what's
Joey Carroll? Do you know who he is? Funny in a mean way, or mean in a funny way?
I haven't heard that name in a while. Wow. Is he still around?
He's in Boston. I mean, there's some comics who are able to do that.
Keep it within a certain, like, be funny, but still, Lisa's great. I mean, she does a great job, but it's just
What is Pat's ethnicity again? Pat Cooper.
Pat Cooper's Italian.
Italian.
Oh.
Then expect a lot of Italian jokes.
Are you guys not? Are you not on this planet?
Well,
I don't want to take you to task, but you got one of the most legendary comics in the world.
Well, I don't know his ethnicity.
Well, he opened for Frank Sinatra.
That doesn't mean anything. So did Dean Martin.
Frank Sinatra was Italian?
No, Dean Martin never opened for Frank Sinatra. Dean Martin was part of the Rat Pack. You're taking this in another direction, and the wrong one, too.
If you tell me Sammy Davis Jr. was Italian, my head's going to explode.
Pat Henry opened for Frank Sinatra. Wow. And it takes someone like Pat Cooper, who is very Italian, to take you through his Catholic childhood and make you laugh.
What's funny about what you're saying, or interesting to me, is that your name is Joey Reynolds. I thought you were Jewish. Pat Cooper, I would have said Irish.
Right.
What like your names must be so long and so many
we changed
vowels.
them because in those days you had to change your names. You didn't use your own names. You wouldn't be Rocha. You wouldn't have been that 20 years ago.
Well, I would have been Joey Pants or something.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Joey the Hat.
Fortunately, I'd still be Joseph Louis Dixon, so...
So you'd be Joey the Black Guy.
I'd be Sammy Davis Jr.'s pet.
That's right. You'd be the porter.
But you don't have a sense of history with those guys then, huh?
No,
Pat
I do,
Cooper?
absolutely. But I didn't think of he was Italian.
Yeah, we know who he is.
I know him more as from appearances on Howard Stern, where he was that crazy, boisterous, intense guy. I mean, he's wonderful to watch. I love seeing him lose his mind. My God. Does he do that in his stage act mostly?
I would say that is him.
You know him personally?
Yeah. Well, he was just here the other night, and we're roasting him. Are you not following the show? You really are not a pop culture icon, are you?
I was too busy in heroin days.
Yeah. So anyway, the young comics really are being featured on Comedy Central.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. And they're roasting differently than they used to do at the Dean Martin days. I think it's a little meaner right now.
Well, can I ask you a question? As a person who's mature,
thank you.
Do you go out to live comedy at all, or how often do you go to see live comedy?
Do you make it seem like I don't leave the house the way you're asking that question? I go to everything.
Look, Don,
I don't listen
to your show very often.
No, Imus I don't think goes out. I think I do go out to everything.
Oh, so you do, but it's not just. Do you go to a lot of comedy, or is it more music? Or
go to everything.
No kidding.
Everything. Yeah. Today I went to a boxing. We're going to have a heavyweight championship match in Madison Square Garden on October 6th, and I went to the press conference this afternoon.
Well, if you like going to things,
I go to every kind of thing.
If you have things you like to go, I recommend that you go to his dog fighting exhibition that I'm holding with a celebrity
basement.
sports store. Yeah, exactly. And we kill the dogs afterwards, and it's a fun time.
Yeah, that I will not do.
Oh, okay. Well, then
you probably have a Santeria night, though, don't you, where you kill the chicken?
We have a Santeria night, exactly.
Yeah.
It's Santeria,
we cook
voodoo.
the chicken.
It's voodoo and Santeria to get all the demographics possible. Also, if you ever get a chance, go down to 1011 at 171 Avenue C and go see Joseph.
You're not going to be using my show for this cheap promotion of your stand-up comedy night, are you?
Oh God, no! Yes. That would mean we had no integrity.
Wouldn't it be nice if you had the host actually plug you instead of you standing there blatantly like some fool with a bullhorn telling people to come into the door and stop barking for tickets?
Oh, Joe, you misunderstood. All the proceeds we get from the show go to help the little kids who like stuff. That's our charity. By the way, the show is free. Go to 1011 171 Avenue C, Wednesdays in September at 9 o'clock. It's a great show. Joseph Rocha presents. And it's very funny.
So you're going to do this every week, right?
Yes.
Every week, yes. So we're hoping until they throw us
Until
out.
they stop you, right?
Exactly. Until the mafia says we're making too much money.
And it's not going to be necessarily political stuff.
There might be some political material, but mostly it's just funny stuff.
It's going to be a mix of different things, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How about apolitical stuff? How about moronic, silly, stupid humor that makes you giggle and milk comes out of your nose?
I love that.
Who's your favorite political comedian? Let me ask you.
My mother.
I don't think I've ever seen her material.
She made more comments.
Does she have a website? I'd like to book her.
She does, yeah. YouNeverCall.com. That's my mother's site. So how about yours?
It's hola, ¿por qué no me llamas.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
so let's go back to this for a minute now.
Sure.
Your family's from Nicaragua?
That's right.
And you were raised in San Francisco?
That's right. Can I tell you something? They came here in 1967.
No, they didn't come here.
Oh, that's right. They didn't come to Joey Reynolds' studio in 1967 because it was exclusive at that point.
Yeah.
And they went to San Francisco in 1967. These Catholic immigrants trying to learn. It must be tough moving anywhere, but from any country. But in 1967 in San Francisco with these long-haired hippies dropping acid, and I think it ruined them for America. They just never recovered. They just became these crazy. Acid? What's that? No, they dropped me. Actually, is what they did, and that explains a lot. But there was a lot of stress in our family, but I can understand why. Just being in San Francisco in 1967. Now I know you had some hippie times too, right? I've talked to you about this before. And did you go to San Francisco at all?
Sure. We were just there. We celebrated the 50th anniversary of Cafe Trieste on Vallejo Street.
Oh, wow! There you go.
That's what I love is that that's where our coffee is from.
I'm love that I'm asking a man who was in San Francisco in 1967 to have a memory.
Yeah,
that's a pretty bad thing to ask of that person. Listen, Rainbow Bright. So, I'm interested that again you're an Italian with the name Joey Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like what permutation did you go through before you came up with Joey Reynolds?
And what's the Jewish hour about? What is that?
It's about an hour. My name is
this kid doesn't play.
My name is Pinto, Pinto. So it actually would be a Hispanic name, but it's really Portuguese.
I like the name Joey Pinto.
And it's Italian, yeah. Well, you couldn't use it back then in those days. They didn't want us to do that.
Everything had to be just sort of like whitewashed.
It's very vanilla. Yeah.
Okay, then my name is Joey Johnson.
No, you're too late for that rush that we all.
Okay, I'm Joseph Roach, everybody from the Nicaraguan stock.
Yeah. Well, thanks you guys for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure.
Fun.
And I hope you stay out of Joe's refrigerator.
All right. And
yeah. Are you? You're not
excellent.
You're not living together, are you?
Not yet, but we're hoping.
I wouldn't call it living. No, we're not. I live in Astoria. He lives in Harlem.
I live in Harlem.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't know that. Well, thanks for being here once again. And where's that club on September what?
It's called 1011 at 171 Avenue C. It's called Joseph Rocha Presents every Wednesday of September at 9 o'clock. Great show. It's free. Some of the best comics in New York City. And we hope to see you because you're gonna see a great show.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are funny. Thanks for being here. Be right back. Joey Reynolds Show from New York, live.
No dog fighting.
Pinto.